Governor Murphy, more than 2,400 people in your state are hospitalized with COVID. That's the most since June. We all lived through those terrible months back in March and April. Everybody stuck inside, constant sirens. Do you believe, Governor Murphy, that we can prevent that this time?
Good to be with you, Shep. I hope so, but it's too early to tell, to be frank with you. I think we're staring at a very tough couple of months here. I agree with your comments about the horizon, which looks very bright, particularly with a lot of really good vaccine news of late. We certainly know a lot more about this virus than we did in the spring. We have many more capacities, from PPE to beds to testing, but there's a lot of fatigue. There's a lot of transmission in private settings. We've got the holidays before us. We are pleading with people to not let their guard down, to stay strong. This virus is dying for us, literally, to let our guard down. We've got to do everything we can to push back at that.
Governor, schools across the country and some in your state have gone fully virtual. In Europe, they've closed bars to keep the schools open. Here, we're doing the opposite thing. Why is keeping schools open not the top priority in this country?
Well, I can speak for New Jersey, certainly, and it is a top priority for us.
But your bars are open. Your schools are closed, your bars are open.
No, that's not true. With all due respect, we've got about 800 or 900 districts. 500 and something are virtual, about 160 something are remote, about 100 are full all-in, and another 36 are a combination. So we've been that way since the beginning. Unlike New York City, which is one monolithic school district, we oversee about 800 different districts and entities, and we work with each one of them on an individual basis. The in-school experience in New Jersey so far has been very, very good. And so as long as we can stay safe and responsible, we want to keep high quality and hopefully in-person education as long as we can.
Governor, every doctor I talk to says that Thanksgiving scares the hell out of them. Your fellow governors wrote this op-ed in the Post that I mentioned, stay home at Thanksgiving. How can you convince people to do that? What steps are you taking?
Yeah, it's hard. First of all, we've limited indoor gatherings now down to 10 people at most, outdoors down to 150. We've cut restaurants at 10 o'clock. And, Shep, we're pleading with people to push back on that fatigue. Don't go outside your own bubble. Stay within your immediate family. We're particularly concerned about multi-generational families getting together. You know, we've upped our compliance, but there's no amount of compliance enforcement, there's no amount of law enforcement that can get inside of everybody's living rooms. We're just pleading with people, do the right thing.
We're all excited for vaccines in the spring and summer. Well, I shouldn't say all. Everybody isn't. A lot of people say they're not going to take it. This process, according to the doctors, the highest level doctors with whom I've spoken, has been by the book and is extraordinary. How do you convince people to take the thing? Because if they won't, it won't work.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise has crept into this discussion that should not have. Politics, folks, the anti-vax crowd, etc. We are very convinced that these developments, the vaccine developments, are real. They're safe. They'll be efficacious. New Jersey will have its own separate process. So folks realize it's not just the companies or the federal government, but it's our state. We'll put our good housekeeping seal of approval on it. If we don't, then that means we don't think it'll be safe and workable. I have to tell you right now, I believe strongly it will be. And we got to, again, public bullhorn, public service announcements, get folks to realize this is the smart, right thing to do. And God willing, we'll get what we need in New Jersey. We think 70% of our population needs to, that's our aspiration, to take this vaccine, and we're going to do everything we can to get there.
Governor Phil Murphy of New Jersey. Governor, thank you and all the best. Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.